What's good, TBC? What's good, fight fans? Boxing heads around the world. B Marsh with another boxing video. Once again, PBC does it again. PBC does it again. Thank you, Al Heyman. See, that's what I like about PBC, man. They're going to give us a nobody, somebody we never heard of, like this guy, David Peralta. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to put him against a guy like Robert the Ghost Guerrero, a former two what is he? Three-time champion in two different divisions, featherweight and 130 super featherweight. But if you ask him, Robert Guerrero will tell you he's a four-time world champion. You know what I'm saying? I don't count them other two. Those were interim titles. Anyways, yo, we just got a beautiful upset tonight, man. We got a beautiful upset tonight. This guy from Argentina, David Peralta. I never heard of this guy, you know what I mean? I ain't even really look up his record, but you know, the man Neota said on one of the hangouts we was on that the guy's a light puncher, you know what I'm saying? So it's a guy that, you know, didn't really take serious, man. And you know, being that this is a fight Robert Guerrero is trying to get back into championship contention, you know what I'm saying, rather than be a journeyman, you would have thought he would come back and beat this guy who is, to say the least, you know, a guy we've never heard of, you know what I'm saying? But man, Robert Guerrero ends up losing this fight, you know what I'm saying? He loses a split decision, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I thought, hey, I had this fight going for the guy Peralta, man. I thought the right guy won this fight, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get into it, man. In round one, the man Guerrero was counterpunching, throwing straight lefts down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? I gave him that round. Round two, Peralta was jabbing, you know what I'm saying? Guerrero was not active at all. You know what I'm saying? So in that particular round, I gave it to Peralta. Round three, Guerrero was throwing out beautiful 1-2s, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful 1-2, landing with his left hand, you know what I'm saying? And Peralta, you know, threw two straight right hands, you know what I mean? But he got a small cut from a headbutt above the eye, you know what I'm saying? And in that round, Robert Guerrero was pounding the guy. He got him in the corner and he trapped him and he was going for the body, you know what I mean? And going for headshots. That was definitely a Robert the Ghost Guerrero round, you know what I mean? Round four, Guerrero, nice left to the body, hard left hands and uppercuts, you know what I'm saying? Even threw a beautiful neck snapping left hand that snapped the neck back of the Peralta guy, you know what I mean? But Peralta threw some hard rights in there to end that round, you know what I mean? Round five, Guerrero, you know what I'm saying, he was caught early by a left hook, but you know, he wasn't boxing much, you know what I'm saying, not too much action in that round. But round six, another round I gave to Guerrero, body shots, but he was waiting too long to counter, you know what I mean? He was throwing the body shots, but he had his hands in his pocket, wasn't really throwing any punches, you know what I'm saying? Peralta was jabbing, man, and he was catching a rhythm now, you know what I'm saying? Now he got a rhyming rhythm to his game plan. The man was boxing in there. He used his length, and you know what I'm saying, he was in there boxing, and you know, he controlled the distance, you know what I mean? Round seven was a swing round that I gave to Guerrero, you know what I'm saying? Peralta was boxing and countering, you know what I mean? Now Peralta was a counterpuncher, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the guy, you know, the man Guerrero wasn't throwing too many shots, but when he did, believe me, he was getting caught every single time. You know, Guerrero threw some mean body shots in that particular round, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on the inside, but every time he tried to do that, Peralta was clinching, you know what I mean? Round eight, that was a Peralta round, you know what I'm saying? But he was boxing, using his jab, controlling the distance, you know what I'm saying? Controlling the distance with the jab and throwing mean right hands right behind the jabs, you know what I'm saying? Guerrero caught him with a couple of left hooks in there, but that was definitely a Peralta round. Round nine, that was another Peralta round. You know what I'm saying? He threw a three-punch combo that dropped the Ghost. You know what I'm saying? They showed the replay, and sure enough, you know, excuse me, they feet got tangled up. You know what I'm saying? But he dropped Guerrero with that three-punch combo. He threw a right followed by a left and a nice right hand to follow. All three of these punches landed, but he did step on his feet, so the ref didn't count it as a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Ghost was held up by the ropes. You know, and it looked like a knockdown. But they showed the replay. You know, which is debatable still because you know all three of the punches landed. You know what I'm saying? Despite, you know, the man stepped on his foot, all three of the punches landed. So, you know, that was kind of controversial, but, you know, the ref ain't call it a knockdown, you know what I'm saying? That was a Peralta round, in my opinion. Round 10, another Peralta round. You know, right hooks, left right hook and left to the body, clean shots. He was now landing clean shots, man. This guy Guerrero looked like he was flabbergasted. There wasn't much film on this guy. I even looked him up, you know what I'm saying? And this guy, David Peralta, wasn't much film, and I don't think these guys, David Guerrero, I don't think this guy even seen the guy before. You know what I'm saying? Even he said, I seen him on Seconds Out with Radio Raheem. He was surprised at how tall this guy was, you know what I'm saying? And the Argentinian guy was a pretty tall guy, man, you know what I mean? And that's what he was doing, using his length, and, he was using that jab, and he was following up with beautiful right hands, you know what I'm saying? Pretty basic, you know what I'm saying? Basic something like Virgil Hill or something, you know what I'm saying? But, the 1-2 was working for him, and he was capitalizing, you know what I'm saying? Round 11, the man's Peralta controlling the ring. Ghost was missing a lot of shots. And then round 12, I gave it to the man Guerrero, you know what I'm saying? Peralta did land the right hand all night. And that was basically the moral of the story. Basically from round 8, I gave Peralta round 8, 9, 10, and 11. Round 12, I gave it to the man Peralta, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, the Guerrero, you know what I mean? The Ghost was taking too long, in my opinion. This is why he lost the fight. I think he was taking too long to counter. He wasn't using his jab, and he ain't throw enough body shots. Because when he did, there was some mean sounding body shots. Even Tarver and the commentary crew on PBC on Spike was saying, "Wow, man, you could hear them body shots from a mile away." You know what I'm saying? I thought he ain't do that enough. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't closed the distance, man. He was definitely the shorter guy. The arm length was about the same, but he needed to get more on the inside, and that's where I thought he would have had success. And he did early in the rounds. You know what I mean? In the early rounds when he did get on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And his counter punching game was popping early, but this guy, the roles reversed, you know what I'm saying? And Peralta ended up being the better counter puncher, and this is how he won the fight, man. And I thought the right man won. I won the fight, and I had the 160, 112 for Peralta, man. I'm a fan of Robert the Ghost Guerrero, you know what I mean? The man got 4 losses, you know what I'm saying? Should really have 5, you know what I'm saying? He's lost to guys like who? Now he has 6, but he's lost to Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Orlando Salido. He lost to some guy that I don't know. And tonight he loses to David Peralta. And this guy, David Peralta, man, look at his face right there. This is when they read the decision. He was trying to act cool, calm, and collective. Look at the man Ghost. Ghost is vexed, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, man, he's blown, right? But you check it, this man Peralta was trying to stay cool, calm, and collected. When they read the decision, man, this man broke into a kind of crazy dance, man. I don't know what he was doing. It was hilarious. If you guys seen the fight, I'm pretty sure you seen what I'm talking about. That's 2 weeks in a row somebody did a crazy dance right after winning the fight. Last week, it was the guy who beat Kareem Mayfield. It was that Russian dude, and he did some kind of crazy kind of river dance, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A river dance. You know that kind of river dance? I don't even know how to explain it, man. But that joint was hilarious, you dig? And even this guy tonight, this Argentinian, and he broke into tears when he was doing the post-fight interview, you know what I mean? He broke into tears because, he said this wasn't just only the biggest fight of his life. This was the biggest moment of his life. And you got to applaud this guy, man, because this man came from Argentina, his first fight in the United States, and he beat a former 3-time champion, you know what I'm saying, in 2 different divisions, you know what I mean? So big ups to the man David Peralta, man, and I'm now a fan, man. This guy definitely held his own in there, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't he wasn't blinded by the bright lights, and he came in and he handled his business. This man said he was about to quit boxing, or he was a taxi driver. You know what I'm saying? The man was a taxi driver, and this man didn't know if he was ever going to fight again, and look now, the man just won a big fight. And, he's on to bigger and better things, hopefully, you know what I mean? So big ups to David Peralta, man. So let me know what you guys thought, man. This was a beautiful fight, man. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. Man, hopefully the Ghost Guerrero, I don't know what's going to happen to him, man. He might be on some journeyman status right now, but I'm sure if he gets another fight, we'll see, man, but he should handle his business, man. I think he slept on this guy. He ain't have a clue about what he was getting into with this guy. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this fight. Big ups to David Peralta, and leave your comments in the comment section. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thanks for listening. 1.